You're doing good. Now, I am Ollie Matthews, as you obviously know from going on my social media pages, but I work with entrepreneurs all over the world on deeper health things. Getting the right plan specific for them, getting the accountability right, and really working in with the mindset, you looking at the body as a whole to find out why they haven't done certain things in the past. Now, I was having a conversation with a client today, and we were talking about a couple of the frustrations he has. If you have any questions or anything like this as we go through, then pop them up here and I will see them pop up on my screen. But why in the past he's pushed himself and now he gets frustrated. Why is he not implementing certain things? Why is he just going back and forth with saying he's going to do something, then not actually doing it, then saying he's going to do something, then not doing it, and over again, we see this frustration repeating itself, almost to the point it just feels like he wants to quit. And we spoke about it being related not just to his body and his health, but also to his business. Now, his business was massively impacted by lockdowns and restrictions last year. And even now, like trying to build that back up seems like a frustration. But we're focused on health here. And what we looked deeper into, and I see this many times when I work with guys all around the world in different cultures and at different places in their life, is that usually they've been in this position which they want to get to again. So they've been in great shape before. And now they've pushed themselves in their business. They've hit that hustle mode. They've got their business to a decent level or a really great level. And they look back on their body when they were in great shape. And they think, it's so hard to get there. How do I do it? And then they look and they see all these different methods coming out left, right, and center. They ask on Facebook, what should I do? They get 50 odd comments, which is great for their engagement and for their algorithm, but different things to try. Someone tells them they should go fast. Someone tells them they should go and do keto. Someone tells them they should go on a detox. Someone tells them they should do this, and that. Then they say, go and do 75 hard. Then someone says you need to go and do an Ironman. You need to compete and do these physique movements. You need to go to the gym 5 times, smash it, and make sure that you're doing every single thing. Now, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, I'm pretty sure you are driven. Now, what actually happens when we try and do all these different things is we get a bit overwhelmed in our subconscious because we think that when we got into shape before, when we really improved our health before, our life looked like this. And it was so much easier because I didn't have my family around as much as I love my family. I didn't have my business where it is as much as I love my business, relationships, all these commitments. So trying to get in shape like you did here, when you're currently here with those same methodologies, with those same modalities, is not going to have the same results. And we have to be prepared for that and prepared to switch, prepared to change. And one of the big things I see in driven entrepreneurs like yourself is that there's this all or nothing mentality. If I can't wake up and do breathing exercises, do meditation, do journaling, then go for a walk and all these different things, I'm going to do all these different things. I'm going to train 5 times a week. And then you realize that you can't do as much as that. So as a result, rather than just doing 1 or 2 sessions a week, having these small steps to move forward, rather than looking at, can I just do a little bit of meditation? What do I actually need to do? You end up trying to do so much, you end up doing nothing. And it's one of the biggest things that I see people making the mistake of doing. Overcommitting themselves, which ultimately gives them an excuse as to why they fail. And I've spoken about that before. Ultimately, this overcommittal gives us this excuse to say it's okay because you had all this stuff to do that you then end up failing. And one of the things we spoke about, that he'd had these conversations with his wife about these things he can implement, these things he can do. And then he looked and he would add these things to his list. And I just said, what other things were on this list? He couldn't answer. It was a hypothetical list. And that is a big mistake we make as well. We say we will add this to the list. And we get overwhelmed with these different things stacking up on this list. The list doesn't really exist necessarily. So write the list for the starters and add it to this list and see whether they're tasks that you need to do or not. But what can you actually do today to move forward with your health that you can then do again tomorrow? Or is it something that you need to purchase that you've been putting off purchasing? This one guy bought a fridge freezer, a second fridge freezer, so he could get more food in, to prepare different food, to then have better meals when he goes to the office. What is it for yourself? Is it that you need to order some different equipment so you can actually get workouts in at home rather than having to spend 30 minutes going to the gym and coming home, and that travel time could have actually been a workout time? Is it bands? Is it some dumbbells, some kettlebells? What is it that you need to do today that you can then help yourself get better results in the future? Is it simply that when you're actually getting your meals prepared and you cook in the evening, and you hate preparing food, so you cook in the evening and you cook multiple portions of this, so you can then put something in the freezer and then just grab it, chuck it in the mic and have it blitzed to then have later on in the day or later on in the week? What is it that you can do? I've even had it with clients where they hate preparing meals. So we've looked into getting food delivery, but it still took them taking action to say, hey, I know I need to make this change. I'm going to do it. They still had to click on the link and put the money in to then take action. But the simple thing that we do when we are trying to do all enough, have that all or nothing mentality, and we want to do everything, end up doing nothing, is do the smallest thing. What's the point of doing 0% of an 100% plan when we can probably get our mind around going about 70 or 80% and getting much further ahead because we're not falling off? Another client just now texted me and said, oh, obviously I didn't go 100% on my birthday. And yeah, good. Like, so many people will try too hard to do these things and then fall off and just have put too much pressure on themselves and then do nothing. So what I want you to have a look at is that think about what are these things you can commit to. Don't look at jumping in at the deep end when you can't even tread water. Go further in, yes, but take small steps to get there. What can you do today to get a step closer to that healthy person you want to be? Is it just going for a walk for 10 or 15 minutes? Yes, we may want to walk for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, but just going to do 10 minutes, if that's more than you're doing already, it's a step in the right direction. Is it simply getting a couple of portions of fruit and vegetables into your, vegetables more than anything, into your daily routine, into your daily habit? Is it simply as small as actually having a good fatty acid in there? What is the smallest thing you can do to move yourself forward to help yourself improve your health? Because before you know it, your body will potentially break because you've always pushed these things into the future. And then to get further ahead, you have to go put even more effort in. So think about this. When you were in the best shape of your life, when you were back then, when you were in some great shape, how did that feel? Did it feel good? Great. Cool. Let's take that and let's push forward with that. But what is the smallest thing you can do right now and implement consistently to help yourself move further and get closer to that healthy person you want to be? If you need help with this, I've worked with clients in 24 different countries over 15 years. Yes, I feel old saying that. Over 15 years worth of experience helping people just like yourself implement, get accountable, and improve their health from the inside out. You need help with that because your body is your business. Without a sustainable body, there is not a sustainable or scalable business. So drop me a message and we can chat further. Look forward to speaking to you, and thank you